This is the OUTERPLANE Glicys 10 Auto Team Showcase. This guide is going to be a lot longer than the Chimera team because it is a lot harder to build a team for, so I hope you are ready for it. The team I am running here is Dolly, Noa, Valentine and Veronica. Although Veronica can be replaced by any defensive support, I recommend her. Now I'll talk about the overall strategy of the team. Our goal is to survive the bosses and rage while we kill the big minion she summons. With Noa S1 into S2s and chain attacks. We will be continually frozen as we hit the big minion she summons with AoE attacks, and the boss is especially deadly when she attacks a frozen unit. So this team is designed to survive that. We have Veronica as a finisher so she can spam and upkeep the defense buff on the team while we try to kill the big minion. Dolly is run with high effectiveness so she can consistently land her speed down on her skill 2 and attack down on her chain attacks. Since we both have attack down on the boss and defense buff up permanently while we are frozen, even her combo attacks shouldn't be able to kill our team. No Noa finisher? You might be thinking, how will we spam chain attacks? We simply abuse 2 Executioner's Charms, which is god tier against this boss, on our non-crit units Veronica and Dolly. Once the boss enrages, Executioner's Charm generates an ungodly amount of CP throughout the fight, allowing us to spam chain attacks. Our crit units, Noa and Valentine, will use Rogue Charms to generate CP as usual. Now onto our specific unit builds. All units should have all skills and chain passives leveled up to at least level 2 for easier weakness gauge breaks. Firstly, the most important unit to build correctly is Dolly. She must have at least 160 speed and 180 accuracy. 210 effectiveness on my Dolly is the bare minimum that you can have, and she must have at least 240 effectiveness if you want to be fully consistent, because it is crucial that we land the speed down from a skill 2 and the attack down from a skill chain to survive. Some bulk is also highly recommended, so I suggest leveling her to at least level 90 for more defensive stats, and more importantly, more accuracy to hit the 180 minimum, as levels give accuracy. And as mentioned earlier, she will be abusing the Executioner's Charm as well to generate lots of CP. The free mage accessory is also very helpful in hitting the 240 effectiveness recommendation. Skills wise, it is recommended you max a skill 2, especially for players with bad gear, for the 3 turn speed and accuracy debuff. Other skills are fine to leave at level 2. Next, we have Valentine. Since she is a fire unit, she should be built very well and be one of your best built units, as she will be targeted by the boss often, and will take increased damage since she is fire and weak to water. She should be the fastest unit in your team with close to 50% crit rate for consistent rogue's charm procs. Minimum of 180 accuracy also applies here, but the other miscellaneous stats at the bottom don't really matter that much. A maxed skill 2 is also highly recommended for a permanent buff uptime on your DPS, in this case Noa. Now we have Noa. The stronger your Noa is, the worse gear you can run for your other units. Your best DPS set should be on Noa, and she should also have the minimum 50% crit rate for skill 1 into skill 2 and rogue's charm procs, and at least 180 accuracy. As fast and as much damage as possible after you hit the previous benchmarks mentioned, and you should be good to move on. Also, don't forget to change her auto settings to never use skills. Disable the skills, so she always uses skill 1 into skill 2. You should also be trying to max her skill 1 and skill 2, because her skill 3 doesn't really matter outside of PvP defense. Lastly, we have Veronica. My gear on her is trash just to prove a point that you don't need good gear on her. However, you should obviously be putting decent gear on her. The better gear you have on her, the easier time the rest of your team will have, obviously. My recommendation is at least 180 accuracy. Some effectiveness can be helpful, but most importantly, she should be bulky with good speed above all else. She should be carrying the Executioner's Charm, and for skill ups, just getting the +1 defense buff duration on her skill 3 should be enough. Overall, the faster your team is while reaching the recommended benchmarks for each character mentioned, the more consistent your runs will be. Hopefully this team works well for you, and let's get straight into some runs. I also recorded a bonus run with bad Noa gears to show that amazing gear isn't needed with this team. So I've decided to do another run, except with 3 pieces of gear removed, accessory completely gone, helmet replaced with this unupgraded speed helmet, and for my weapon, I replaced the weapon that's a lot worse. Even though this weapon is still decent, it's a lot worse than what I had on. So let's see how we go.
Alright everyone, let's open shop. Hustle! You guys trust me, right? Look at this! Our guest thinks they're leaving!
This is science, punk! Noa beam! I'm not ready to wake up.
Oh, I love this gun! As long as we live, we shall not give in to despair! Take this! Endurance cannon!
Get out of my way, you troublemaker! Noa beam!
This lady's gonna empty your pocket!
Good night. 1 sheep, 2 sheep. This is science, punk! Noa beam! Want a pillow fight? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on!
This one's on the house! Hey! Keep your eyes open! Just try to take it! Fire away!
Noa Collider! I'm hitting snooze. Side punch, side punch, side punch!
Oh, leaving already? Hey! Keep your eyes open! You guys trust me, right? Look at this! Our guest thinks they're leaving! Just try to take it! Fire away!
Thrilling, isn't it? Get out of my way, you troublemaker! This is proving to be quite useful! Want a pillow fight? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on!
Eat lead and get lost! What a wimp! Go back to training!
Stop bothering me!
How about this? Victoria!
Noa Collider! Get out of my way, you troublemaker! This is proving to be quite useful!
You guys trust me, right? Look at this! Our guest thinks they're leaving!
This is science, punk! This is proving to be quite useful!
And with that, I think I've proven my point that you don't really need a really good Noa like mine. You just need one that's alright like this. Like Veronica's still on this completely garbage set as also. So, yeah.
Huh? What's up?
You guys trust me, right? Look at this! Our guest thinks they're leaving!
Get out of my way, you troublemaker! This is proving to be quite useful! Stop bothering
Oh, I
me!
love this gun!
Get out of my way, you troublemaker! Noa beam!
As long as we live, we shall not give in to despair! Take this! Endurance cannon!
Oh my!
This lady's gonna empty your pocket!
Get out of my way, you troublemaker! This is proving to be quite useful! I'm hitting snooze. Side punch, side punch, side punch!
This one's on the house! Hey! Keep your eyes open! Just try to take it! Fire away! Take these bullets! guys trust me, right? Look at this! Our guest thinks they're leaving!
Stop bothering me! Get out of my way, you troublemaker! Noa beam! Want a pillow fight? Side punch, side punch, side punch!
Oh, leaving already? What a whim! Go back to training! This lady's gonna empty your pocket!
So yeah, that was my first time doing such a long and in-depth video about all the units for a team. I hope you liked the format. If there's anything you thought that I could have done better, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.